for some egg ball. Ball, Easter egg. It's Easter Sunday. Egg time. Eggy, 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 eggy man. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Look at how beautiful I am. Jesus. Hair's still a bit of a mess, but that's fine. And as you can see, it's egg ball. It's egg day. And we are watching Manchester United versus Brighton in the Premier League. It's at Old Trafford. You'd expect United to win this one quite comfortably. You never can tell. You never can tell. However, I fully expect United to win this by at least 2-0, to be honest. Brighton are sort of struggling at the bottom. Well, not at the bottom, but relatively near the bottom. In fact, let's have a look exactly where they are in the table. I feel like they are low teens. Sorry, high teens. Low in the table, high in teens. Yeah, they are 16th spot. They're still not 100% secure, you know. A couple bad results for them. They could quite easily get dragged into it. Although Fulham are sort of messing up right now, so who knows what could actually happen in reality. But in theory, United should be winning this one. And winning it well. And winning it well, to be honest. But we will see. We'll see what happens. Come with me, and you'll see a world of egg ball. I don't know. As the players take the knee in support of Black Lives Matter. And we have kicked off. The ball has been kicked. The egg ball is on. It is egg o'clock. Egg time. Manchester United managing to squeeze in Paul Pogba and Fred into the same team. You'll love to see it if you're a United fan, I'm sure. It's not that classic McFred, as I've been told it's actually known as, which I was not aware, but there you go. McFred is not present today, so they'll be happy about that, I'm sure. I'm just adding my thumbnail to the old thing. And there we go. Right. There we go. Now I'm fully expecting this to go basically. Brighton are defending for the entirety of the game, and United are besieging their defence with non-stop power and possession. Hey Ryan, thank you for asking. I'm doing very well. Happy Easter, Ryan. Happy Easter to you, sir. I'm doing very well. We had a roast dinner today, which was lovely. I got lots of eggs, lots of chocolate eggs from my parents. That was very nice as well. And yeah, it was just a very nice time. And now I'm watching the football, so it's nice and chill. How about you, Ryan? How are you? How has your Easter been? Have you been up to anything in particular? Have you been eating chocolate eggs, maybe? You know, what's been going on? What's been going on? Talk to me. What have you been up to? If anything. Maybe you've not been up to anything, I don't know. But I would have thought you'd be eating some eggs, at least. You fine, good stuff. Have you done anything in particular this Easter weekend? Anything in particular? Oh, by the way, Ryan, don't if you saw, but I just released an Easter special video. We are ranking eggs. It's a tier list where we rank eggs, so feel free to give that a watch if you haven't already. If you have, excellent. Oh, you don't have any eggs? Oh, that's a shame. Everyone's relegated, that's the point. Another love, another love. Do you not like eggs, or did you just not get any eggs? I have got no eggs. Oh, Ryan. How are Everton doing? You're an Everton fan, aren't you? How are Everton doing right now? What are they up to? I feel like they're playing tomorrow. They are. We're against Palace. They need to start winning some games, Everton. They've dropped too many points, in my view. Too many unnecessary draws and losses for Everton. But as I was just saying, there's no... who's missing out? There's no Martial. Is he on the bench? Question mark. Is he on the bench? No, he's not on the bench either. Is he injured? Is he injured? I guess he must be. I guess he must be, otherwise he'd be on the bench, one would expect. But Cavani is starting. And really, this should be how United are playing, I think in general, but particularly because they're playing lower opposition in Brighton, they definitely should be playing a much more aggressive double pivot rather than Fred McTominay, which, as we all know, is you're literally asking for trouble in that regard. We are now up to date, and there we go. Sorted. Look at those lovely stats that we can see with our beautiful eyes. Excellent stuff. And here come United on the attack. It's Luke Shaw. He is not fouled. I thought that was a foul on Shaw. Fair enough. This is going to be a very... Oh, Bryce will kick the ball out. Basuma is down. Basuma is injured. This is not good for Brighton. He's an incredibly important player for them. I feel like someone like Arsenal should buy Basuma. I don't know. That's my thoughts on him. I think he's a really good player. No offense to Brighton. I feel like he's... Now, Cavani just... I don't even know what Cavani did. Did he step on him? It just looked like a coming together between Cavani and Basuma. Maybe an issue with his left hand / arm here. But yeah, Ryan, like I say, what have you been up to? What have you been up to this Easter weekend? Extra long weekend, of course. Of course. What have I been up to? Eating eggs. Another love. Another love. Another love. And hopefully Bazuma's all right. Otherwise, it's a like I said, it's a massive shame for It's a massive shame for Basuma and Brighton, but it looks like he's going to be all right. And Brighton will just reset play. Be interesting to see how Brighton play. Whenever I've seen them, they've normally been quite what's the word? Quite progressive, wanting to play football, which I like to see from a team. You could say that's naive. I personally think it's brave and I like it. Basuma, his first involvement after coming back onto the pitch, is giving it away, and Brighton can't afford to do that. And here comes Bruno Fernandes, and it's a really bad ball by Bruno, not like him at all. As I said it before the commentator said it, and Sanchez just nearly hands it to Marcus Rashford. Goodness me. But yeah, I am excited to see how Brighton are going to play, because they do like to play football. Looks like United are going to just deploy a high press to prevent Brighton from playing their game. Hi Glizzy, how you doing, my guy? Happy Easter, Glizzy. Happy egg. I see you've already had a look at my egg video, and you already disagree with it. But I hope you thought it was somewhat funny. How was your Easter going, mate? Have you done anything in particular? Eaten any eggs? Had any chocolate? Eating any chocolate bunnies? Sanchez is a very good-looking man, isn't he? The Brighton goalkeeper. And that's why he was near the top of my list in my most attractive Premier League players tier list. That's how it works. That's how it works. And Fernandes takes the free kick short. Fernandes has his chance to put it in now. He does so. Brighton clear it only as far as Greenwood hits the post. Goodness me, that was a good strike by Greenwood. Maguire clips it back in. Cavani couldn't control it. Luke Shaw will have another chance to put it back in the danger area. Here's Fred. Fernandes and Brighton are only 8 minutes in, and they are living dangerously. Greenwood dinks it. Good defending by Dunk. Brighton need to be careful. They were nearly 1-0 down in the opening 10 minutes. Oh, here's Cavani. Basuma, good defending. Yeah, Easter's good. Had my uncle round, single out at household, so it's allowed. And my parents came round to our garden, and then we had a socially distanced walk. That was very nice. They gave me lots of chocolates, so I've got enough chocolate to last me probably until next Easter. So that's really good. And I finished my editing for my YouTube video, as you saw. And I think I'm happy with the video all in all, and yeah, and now I'm here. I just haven't been able to do any TikTok videos today, just because it's been all busy with, like, you know, seeing family members, and then editing my YouTube video, etc. But I don't know if I'll have time to. Do any TikTok videos today, to be honest, because after I stream this game, I'm going to be watching Star Wars: A New Hope. And we've got Liam and Lewis from YouTube. Hey guys, how you doing? Happy Easter, happy egg to both of you. Let me know how your Easter's gone. Have you eaten any chocolate? Have you got any chocolate bunnies? Happy egg. Have you eaten a scrambled egg? Maybe you went for a different kind of egg. I don't know. Speaking of eggs, oh Liam, I saw you commented on my video. Thank you for that, mate. We did release an Easter egg tier list video today, ranking infamous eggs. Bad ball by Pogba. But yeah, Glizzy, from a United perspective, I can definitely see that you'd be excited to see. I can see how you'd definitely be excited to see Pogba play alongside Fred rather than McTominay. Liam's eating chocolate right now. You love to see it. Lewis has had bare eggs. You love to hear it. Great stuff. Don't eat them all at once. Don't eat them all at once. But yeah, I've got so many eggs. I've got, like I say, so many eggs to last me until next Easter. Here come Brighton. They're in the United box. Brighton cross it. And Greenwood has slipped and just gives it away to Pogba. No, he doesn't. Just about gets it back. And like I say, this... Oh, lovely blow. Oh, bad touch though, the Brighton player. Oh, you're playing Rocket. That's the one with it's car football, isn't it? I've only played that a couple times at a friend's house. I liked it though. I think it's quite a fun game. I'm awful at it. I can't score or save for shit. But I like the game. I think it's a good party game. Good party game if you've got like lots of friends around. Or even online. It's a good game. Yeah, Greenwood's still only 19. Isn't that wild? What are your thoughts, Lewis, on the old... Liam, reminds me who you support. But Lewis, I know you're a United fan. What are your thoughts on the lineup? I was just chatting with Glizzy. He's happy to see Pogba starting in that double pivot role. Good to see Pogba and Bruno playing alongside together. Welbeck trying to get involved in the attack. Can he come back to haunt United at Old Trafford, his old stomping grounds? Probably not, to be honest. You're a Newcastle fan. Thank you, Liam, for letting me know. I will endeavour to remember that. I will do my best. I mean, Welbeck did good play. Just heavy touch by, was that Trossard? Yeah, it was Trossard. He's had a good couple chances, Trossard, to get in and around the United box. And let me know, guys, are you watching the match right now? Are you watching the United game? Or are you totally reliant on my immense commentary and analysis skills? Let me know. It's always interesting to know what people are doing. I think Glizzy is watching the game. Let me know if I'm wrong there, Glizzy, but I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure that is right. Geordie boy, says Liam. Love the fact Pogba started. You love Wan-Bissaka and Bruno starting is huge. Yeah, it's. I think against a team like Brighton, where you are expected to win and dominate the ball, there's no point playing two defensive players. Cross comes in by Morpay. Welbeck has scored for Brighton. He has come back. He has come back to haunt Manchester United at Old Trafford. Unbelievable stuff. The initial header was saved brilliantly by Dean Henderson, but unfortunately for United, the ball came back straight into the path of Danny Welbeck. It's a relatively muted celebration by Welbeck, but it is still a celebration. Well, let's see if VAR is going to have anything to say about this. That's fine. Ball comes in, crossed. Lindelof, poor positional play by Lindelof. Maybe you could say Wan-Bissaka should get in. For me, that's Lindelof's problem. I think maybe it's both of them in tandem, to be honest. Lindelof mistimes the header. He shouldn't jump there. He jumps too early. Wan-Bissaka can't get into support. Henderson with a good save, but it rebounds straight back into Danny Welbeck. And you're both watching it. And he is obviously a notorious United fan. And you wish you weren't watching, yeah. You guys watching, who is more to blame for that goal? Is it a combination of Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka? I think Lindelof is probably to blame a bit more than Wan-Bissaka. Need a draw here to help Newcastle. I was going to say, oh yeah, Liam, what are your thoughts? Because I honestly think that Newcastle might go down. I think Fulham might. I think Fulham might survive. I'm edging more towards Lindelof than Wan-Bissaka. Just the first of all, his position isn't good enough, but then he just gets the jump horribly wrong. That reminded me of, you know, the do you remember the camera always cuts to Fergie whenever United are in trouble. For God's sake, the cameramen can't help but look to Fergie. It's like, what would Fergie do? It's like, yes, we know he was the best manager. You don't have to keep going back to him. But yeah, I think it was in the. Oh no, I thought Henderson, nowhere near his fault. He did a good save initially. Here come United attacking through Rashford in the box. It's gonna be a United corner. But yeah, it was in the Leicester game, and I think it was the third goal, and McTominay just got the jump horribly wrong, and the ball soared over his head. And it ended in a goal. Why can't we play Bailly? Oh mate, I know. Is he injured? Is he on the bench? Let's have a look. He's not on the bench, so I'm guessing he's injured. I'm guessing he's injured, mate. And I also noticed that Martial isn't on the bench. Is he? You guys will know more than me as United fans. Is he injured? Can you let me know? I'm assuming he is. For him to not even be on the bench. You don't think he's injured? Oh. You don't think Bailly's injured, but that's so bizarre. He's not even on the bench. Oh. That's a really weird one. Martial is injured. Okay. I'm going to have a quick Google. So, Eric Bailly. Why isn't he starting? Martial took a knock in the Europa game. Eric Bailly's causing a problem for United. Wait, what? Oh, ahead of a major contract decision. That's not to do with. Where is he? It doesn't look like he's injured. What's his contract situation? Because that article suggested that. Here we go. Where? That's not the right site. I don't need Wikipedia, I need this. Here we go. Let's have a look. Contract expires. Oh, his contract expires next year. Ooh. Interesting, okay. He feels disrespected, thinks he's had a falling out. Well, based on the fact that he's not even on the bench today. To me suggests that there's definitely an issue here. As soon as I type in Eric Bailly into the internet, the first thing that comes up is Eric Bailly targeted by Inter as Manchester United row with Solskjaer opens door for transfer. Bailly wanted by Inter Milan. United set low transfer prices. Inter Milan want to buy him. Here's the thing about Bailly. Let me know what you guys think about Bailly. I think he's United's best centre back. And when he's fit, he has to start every single game. Because Lindelof is shit. But here's the other issue with Bailly. He's always injured, it seems. I can't really remember a time when he's had like 10, 15 games in a row consistently starting without being injured. And when you're at this level, when you're at Manchester United, that's not good enough. So even though technically he's good enough, the free kick came in from Brighton. Henderson had to tip it over the bar from dunk. Oh, glance off the crossbar, sorry. It wasn't even a save. It glanced off the crossbar. Here we go again. Yeah, Henderson had it covered, but it did just glance off the crossbar. Again, Brighton causing an issue. By basing your legs. Yeah, like I said, because I think he's United's best centre back. It's just such a shame about the injuries have destroyed him. Basically, it seems, and that's such a shame. You never want to see that. Corner comes in from Brighton. Can United defend it? It's tricky from Henderson, and Fernandes clears it. No nonsense. And Brighton have to be careful here because they're going to get caught out on the counter. What a challenge by Trossard, because United could have been in there with a really good opportunity. I'm impressed with the way Brighton have been able to manage the United press so far. Brighton little chip. Maguire good defending, holds him off. Henderson claims. I was saying it on my stream yesterday in the City game. Hey Chris, how you doing, lad? Thank you for joining us. Happy Easter, Chris. Happy egg. How's your Easter going? Have you eaten any eggs? Have you eaten any chocolate eggs? If you want, I will show my massive haul of eggs later, because my parents came around today. We met in the garden. Happy egg, Chris. Yeah, I mean, Lewis, Brighton, I really rate Brighton as a team. I don't think their position at the table really reflects their actual quality. It's a joke that goes around, you know, that they're the king of XG because they should score more goals, but they don't because they don't have a striker. But I love the way they play. I like Graham Potter as a manager. I think he's really good. They always get battered by City, so maybe that's why I like them. But I really admire the way they play. James, is this James from is this Oh My Baby from TikTok? Can I just double check? Because it's James H. I'm pretty sure your YouTube name is James Hollard or Hallard or something. Let me know if I'm wrong there though, James. But thank you for joining us. No eggs. Had a Sunday roast at the park. I love it. We had a roast as well. We had roast potatoes with bacon, chicken, obviously, pigs in blankets, peas, Yorkshire puddings. It was all go all of the time. Okay, James, good to know. Good to know. And James, happy egg. How was your Easter going? Have you done anything? Got to take oof. Chris, what kind of takeaway are we talking? What kind of takeaway are you talking, Chris? Who's the ref? It's Mike Dean, I think. Glizzy, why do you ask? Are you unhappy with some of the officiating? I think it's Mike Dean, I'm pretty sure. Because the commentator said at the start of the game that he's apparently close to retiring, but he's going to have another year. You had a barbecue. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Liam, I'm jealous. I really want a barbecue so bad. You don't like my Dean? Why is that? Why don't you like him? Oh, and Chris, you better be happy, Chris, because I did the thing. I uploaded the Easter video at Easter, so you better be happy. Brighton needs to be careful here. A lamb dinner. Oh, Godzilla. I've never seen Godzilla vs. Kong. Is it any good? On time egg. Yeah, you better watch it. The thumbnail is a thing of beauty, and I don't want anyone to say otherwise. He's a tosser. I quite like what am I saying? I like Mike Dean. He's a bit of a dick, but I sort of like the way he's a bit of a dick. Like there's a video online. It's something like, Mike Dean isn't like any other referees. It's like he loves an advantage. He's like, ugh. You love the thumbnail, Lewis. Thank you, mate. Oh my god, I love doing those thumbnails. It's so dumb. Luke Shaw with the cross. No one there. I mean, United may need to rely on the cross with Cavani playing instead of Martial. Wan-Bissaka picks that up. Hey! I mean, Necru, I'm flabbergasted that you've decided to choose to watch me. I mean, and in fact, to be honest, I'm amazed that the United fans, and let's be real, most of you are United fans, have decided to watch me instead of Goldbridge. So that is because he's obviously top dog. So I just want to say big thank you to all of you who've decided to watch me today. That means a lot to me. That's interesting though, because you're a City fan, aren't you, Netcrew? So that's interesting that you watch Goldbridge. Interesting. Very interesting. And Netcrew, happy egg, happy Easter. Goldbridge United. That's fair enough, Lewis. Do let me know if I ever get annoying. And James, thank you for following, mate. Making it official. LNobbins Bridge. Yeah, should I just change my name? Should I just do a passing off thing? Oh my god, what is happening? For God's sake. For God's sake, guys. I am Phil Foden, confirmed. Confirmed. And Brighton are, as we discussed, they are having a go, and I really admire this from Brighton. That's fair enough. That's the thing. I think it's a bit. I understand. I don't know if he actually has a hate or if he just has like a friendly rivalry. Because I don't really understand why he'd hate. I don't hate United. I don't hate Liverpool. I think hate's too strong a word for that personally. You obviously have a good rivalry with them. And you don't want them to do well, but I don't think hate's the right word. For me. And Troy, thank you for following. Thank you for following the stream, Troy. That's a great name, Troy. More like LNobbins, am I right? Anyway. But yeah, Lewis, let me know if I do get annoying, and I'll be sure to amp up the annoyance level even more. No worries, James, is fine. I don't really mind where you guys watch me, to be honest. Lovely, nearly good interplay between Trossard and Welbeck, I think that was. Sorry, Lallana and Welbeck. Really nice play. They got some tidy players, Brighton. Really tidy players. Hey, we got all the alerts going off. Thank you, Chris. Yeah. And I don't know how he personally feels. I mean, to be honest, the amount of times he talks about City, to me suggests he does genuinely hate them. But you know that's up to him, obviously. I agree, James. I still think that. Oh, guys, score predictions. Get your score predictions in. I'm gonna say United win 3-1. I still think they'll win. Please, can we have score predictions? And Chris, you're obviously intensely knowledgeable when it comes to football. What's your score predictions? Corner is going to come in from Brighton. It's a packed box. Henderson easily claims it, then fumbles it. Gosh. Mariri, thank you for following. 1 Tesla share. United, oh, lovely take by Fernandez. But Brighton have got numbers back. It's very impressive. James, you think 3-1 as well? Chris thinks 2-0 United. 2-0 to Brighton. Netcrew, you think it'll stay 1-0? And that is a brave claim, Netcrew. That is a brave claim. 2-1 to United, Glissy says. Yeah, I think 2-1 or 3-1 is likely. I really can't see. I mean, Henderson, that was some pretty suspect goalkeeping. Let me know, guys. The United fans and the non-United fans don't have to be a United fan. Liam, you think 1-1? I want to watch the match on my PC. Good for you, Troy. Hey, Harley, thank you for following. Good for you, Troy. Put the match on them. Don't worry about it, mate. It's all good. Before we go on to the Champions League games, yes, please, United fans, non-United fans, just people in the chat. Henderson and Mariri, thank you for following. Henderson, De Gea, what is the consensus currently? I personally think that De Gea is a much better goalkeeper. Henderson is one for the future. But I don't think Henderson's really up to the level of De Gea at all yet. What are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts? Troy, thank you for liking the stream, mate. I appreciate it. If you prefer Troy, feel free to come over to Twitch or YouTube because we're also streaming over here. In case you're wondering where all these comments are coming from. You're back in De Gea until the day you die. I can totally appreciate that. De Gea, in your opinion, is a United legend. Well, he's been United. He was United's best player for a period of like 3 or 4 years, wasn't he? The English media talk about goalkeeper problem isn't the case. In defence, Lindelof can't hit the ball for his life. Chris! In case you guys don't know, Chris is one of my friends from like high school, etc. And doesn't really do football. That's such a funny thing to say. Yeah, Chris, City have basically won the league already. They only need to win 3 more. Well, if United lose today, they need to win 3 games and they win the thing mathematically. But yeah, City, it's been it's been a bit of a thing by City. Yeah. That's so funny, Chris. But yeah, the whole English media thing, Necro, that's an interesting point you raise. Thank you for following, Camilla. I mean, I don't read the news or sports news, so I don't know what the media is saying. If that is what they're saying, it makes sense for the media to be saying that because the media want English players to do well. Like, do you remember when they were all like, get Phil Foden out on loan, get Phil Foden out on loan? It's like, no, that's not the thing to do. So yeah, I mean, the media can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. So if that's what they're saying, they're well in the wrong. I think it might be worth giving Henderson another year out on loan. Like at a higher, maybe at another Premier League club, maybe somewhere in the top flight of somewhere. That Cardiff City fan. Yeah, thank you for joining us, mate. Yeah, man. That's our chat box. So whenever you type something out, it's over Neil Warnock's beautiful face. You say he was the best goal? No, Glizzy, you're absolutely right. He was the best. He was superior to Man. What year was it? Was it like 2015 to 2018 when he was the best goalkeeper in the world? I think that's about right. I think. But yeah, that's definitely my thoughts on him. Oh, sorry, James, he said something. I had an argument with a Chelsea fan saying their loss against West Brom is the same as United's, Liverpool's and City's big loss against Villa, Spurs and Leicester. Well, it's not the same for City's because Leicester are 3rd in the table, so that's not right. It's sort of similar to it's similar to Liverpool and Villa's. Liverpool's loss against Villa. What was the United loss? And what side of the argument did you fall on, James? Let me know. Love it, Chris. But yeah, that Cardiff City fan, thank you for joining us. Were you really? That's amazing. You're at that game. That's so funny. In my opinion, even though City have won the league, United have been an amazing City compared to past seasons. No matter what anyone says. Hey, they're the 2nd best team in England, and that's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, I agree. It's unfair. There's so much bias towards foreign players. Yeah, I mean, it's we've talked about it before. I'm sure. I don't know which newspapers. I mean, you guys let me know which newspapers is it that's saying this. Is it if it's like The Sun and The Daily Mail? It's like, yeah, I wonder why they're saying that because they are notoriously questionable papers. Best keeper in the Prem is Carl Dowlow or Dubravka. Interesting shout. I think Edison, you could say, is up there as well. 2018 he was amazing. Yeah, hi Ultimate Gamer. Brighton are winning. That's what you've missed so far, mate. He made 14 saves in a game. Oh yeah, that one where he did the ridiculous double save against Sanchez. That was mad. Oh, thank you, Ultimate Gamer. That's much appreciated. I hope you enjoy it. It's an egg video. And happy egg, Ultimate Gamer. And happy egg and happy Easter to that Cardiff City fan. Hope you had a lovely day. But yeah, what you missed was Danny Welbeck coming back to haunt United is what you missed, mate. Yeah, obviously 24 minutes. Nothing really. We just talked about how the English media is biased towards foreign players. Yeah, exactly. He said Chelsea loss was the same as them. I disagreed. It's the same as a couple of them, but not all of them. Glizzy, you think there's going to be a penalty? Interesting. Man U will win because Cardiff lost. Interesting. Interesting. How are Cardiff doing in the Championship, mate? I must confess, I don't claim to know anything about the Championship. Let me know how they're doing. And Brighton plays offside there. I'm still convinced that United are going to win this one. And by the way, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but underneath my beautiful face and torso, Cardiff at 8th. So what's the playoffs? It's top. It's from 3 to... So there's still a chance. Still a chance they can get playoffs. That Cardiff City fan, if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe for more football streams and silly football and silly YouTube videos. Like we released an egg tier list video today, for example. Because Villa started off amazing, Spurs were top, Leicester were as well playing amazing, West Brom. I mean, out of all of those, it's genuinely been the worst. That Chelsea result was the worst out of all of them. I don't care if you're one man down, you were 1-0 up, it's pathetic. Thank you, that Cardiff City fan, much appreciated. Only subscribe if you want to, though, by the way. Hey, Ben, how you doing, man? This has been terrible. Yeah, we were just talking about it. Welbeck coming back to haunt his former club. What do you guys think about about players celebrating against former clubs? I think it's perfectly fine, and I want players to do it. There are certain situations, like let's say Lampard, for example, when he scored against Chelsea for City, totally fair that he doesn't celebrate. I think that's fine. But a lot of the time, it annoys me when players don't celebrate. Like if they had like one loan spell at a club, and they don't celebrate, it's like, come on, mate, you weren't exactly a club legend, were you? Lewis, thank you for following, mate. But yeah, Ben, it has been terrible. Has been terrible. But get your score predictions in, Ben. I still think 2-1 or 3-1 United. Cardell and Dubravka, safety customer. You're absolutely right, Liam. I think the Championship is a boring net crew. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't get into the Championship. Not gonna lie. Unless City are in it, and I've got experience of that. Chelsea fans saying they're currently the best team in the league. It's a bit of a weird one, that. Bit of a weird one. Yeah, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I did like... it was when the Champions League draw came out, and I was saying that I still don't think Chelsea are going to get to the final. And I was besieged by angry Chelsea fans, like genuinely angry, like who were telling me that they're going to win the Champions League. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? Do you actually think that? And they actually think it's really weird. Lewis, thank you for following. Do feel free to get involved in the chat. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Depends how their time was at the club. Totally agree, Ben. Totally agree. I think, like I say, let's say if I'm Sergio Aguero and let's say I go to Barcelona and I score against City in the Champions League, I don't celebrate. If I'm Raheem Sterling and Liverpool fans boo me every single time I'm on the pitch, I fucking celebrate. It totally depends on everything. Chelsea fans moaning about VAR. They had 2 handball. They can start off about that. I think they do it so... George, thank you for following. I think they do it so they don't get abused on social media, especially if they're on loan. That's a fair point. To be honest, it might be worth just to be doing that just to avoid any annoyance, to be honest. I hope 2-1, 3-1. If it stays the same, I don't see us winning. Regardless, United is still nailed on second place for me. Yeah, Lewis, I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. I think, are you totally new, Lewis, or are you from TikTok? Because I think I recognise your name. Let me know. You've gone for 3-1 as well. Good to know. Chelsea fans are something else. Have I seen what Paddy Murphy said about Salah, Henry, Suarez, James? Let me know. Got to go now, but great streams. Liam, don't worry about it, mate. I hope you enjoy the rest of your. Evening, mate. And it's a bank holiday day tomorrow, so more Easter, more egg. I thought so, Lewis. I just wanted to double check though. Brilliant stuff. Love to see it. And it's so great that so many of you guys have decided to come over from the TikTok. You guys don't understand how much it means to me. I'm gonna get sappy, but it means a lot to me. There we go. Oh wait, you guys haven't really heard my soundboard, have you? I've got a soundboard. That's me. Adebayo celebrating against Arsenal. I mean, Adebayo was just a prick, wasn't he, to be fair? He was just a massive bell end. But yeah, so he said, Salah and Suarez are better players than Henry. Like, he's joking, yeah. Like, this is an act. This is like a character that he's created. Because he knows if he says something ridiculous like that, he gets lots of clicks, comments, followers, money by virtue of doing that. Have I heard Martial possibly out for the rest of the season? Really, Ben? I thought it was just a slight knock he picked up. You blocked him? Oh my god, James. Well, I guess the only times you see him, James, if I stitch something of him. Ben, you missed it. Earlier, I was asking your thoughts on the goalkeeping situation. I personally think De Gea should still be the out-and-out number one. Maybe Henderson should go out on loan for another year or two. What are your thoughts? I wish Paddy would wake up one day with his mouth glitched shut. Here's the thing, I'm sure he's a very nice guy, IRL, and I'm sure he's just doing it because he knows, and here's, annoyingly, whether you like it or not, it's working for him. Oh, here we go, United with a potentially dangerous counter. Fred, he did really good hold at play there. Greenwood switches, don't think that was the right option, and United do foul Brighton. He was not, yeah, James, I saw that clip, that was so funny. To be honest, Paddy has some fair points times. Others, I want to throw my phone at the wall. Yeah, well, here's the thing about having hot takes. If you throw enough shit at a wall, some of it will stick. So you can't just like say lots of bollocks and then 1 out of 10 things is correct and then you hail yourself as this like genius. That's the issue. You honestly think it's not like that? I really hope it is. It has to be, doesn't it? It has to be. Again, I've never met him before, so I'm not going to say anything like bad about him personally because I'm sure he's a lovely guy. He seems like a really funny guy. The one that did it for me, and again, I don't actually watch Paddy because I don't follow him. The only times I ever really see him is when Tom Garrett does a stitch of him. The one that did it for me was when he was saying that Van Dijk's better than Maldini, and it's like, come on, man. Literally basically everything you've said is not credible because of that. You think the same, Benz? It's annoying Ollie has started, Dean. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the goal wasn't Henderson's fault, I don't think. That guy's a prick. Oh my god. I'm sure loads of people think I'm a prick, to be honest. But there you go. He said United fans are plastic while wearing a Juve shirt. I really hate... Let me know what you guys think. I really hate the... basically calling any fan base plastic because... I cringe that even ability-wise now. Because here's the thing with that. Every single successful team is going to acquire plastic fans. I don't like Henson 1... but his shit gets praised by the Vice English press. Yeah, I think he could. I think he could crack on and become England's number one, but I don't think he's ready right now. Greenwood in the Brighton box. Danger here for Brighton. Greenwood, lovely touch, dispossessed by Lallana, who did some good tracking back. Brighton needs to be careful here. And they play out from the back so well. Like I said, I really like the way Brighton play. And they've managed to play out from the back all the way up to United's halfway line, and they've spread it out, and they have an attack here. Gross switching it to Trossard. Maguire's up against him. This is how the first goal got scored, though. Can Lindelof be in a better position? Brighton, not quite. Definitely not his fault. He's still think the Gea should have started. No, I agree, Ben. Yeah, it makes it harder to sell him. He's not even starting for us. What I don't like is people who switch teams. Yeah, yes. So I think let's define what a plastic fan is, because I think some people have. People have different definitions of what a plastic fan is. Because for some people, plastic means that, what I think plastic means, like in the true definition, is you switch teams, or, you know, basically that's it. So that's what the quote glory hunter is, yeah. Oh, let's say you're American. I'm a United fan up until 2013. Oh, now City doing well. I'll switch to City. That's a plastic fan to me. There we go, Necro. Yeah, my definition of switching clubs, for example, says supporting them Blackburn. Exactly. So that's my definition as well. But here's the thing, guys. I think that some people's definition of plastic, and these are the quote, I guess they call them like elitist fans, and I don't agree with this at all. These are the people who think that you are plastic if you aren't from the area. If so these people think if you don't support your local, then you are a plastic fan. And I agree with that to an extent. Like I do think that let's say you're from Manchester or Greater Manchester, you should probably support one of the Manchester. If you're going to go for a Premier League team, you should probably support one of the Manchester clubs rather than say Chelsea or whatever. That's fine. However, if I live in London, let's say that my grandfather moved to London, therefore my dad is from London, but my granddad was a City fan, so I now currently live in London, I have a London accent, etc. Of course I'm going to be a City fan. This isn't me, by the way, because I'm from Manchester, but I'm just using it as an example. Of course I'm going to be a City fan. The United need to be careful. Good defending by Maguire. Brighton come back in. Can they get the cross in? Good block by Shaw. Yeah, I'm obviously going to support who my dad supports because I'm going to be raised and brought up as a City fan type thing. My definition of plastic, sorry, I don't get support. I'm from Wales, support United since I was born, family supporting them since 60-70, collect United programs, yeah. Live in Bath, but my family's from Manchester, so I support United. There you go. 1 minute, you want, sorry. So guys, I'm on 54 minutes, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 45 minutes now. I am watching it on BT, but it's on the PC app, so it might be a bit behind. But because I'm from Wales, people saying plastic. Yeah, but yeah, I hate that. Might be controversial. I don't mind glory hunts. Every team has it as long as you're going to be loyal. NLC. Problem is, yeah, no, I agree. Because let's say I'm from America, for example, and this is the thing as well. This is why it's so dumb for people to say, "Oh, I hate American fans. I hate Australian, Australian Premier League fans. I hate Indonesian Premier League fans. Whatever." Brighton with a chance goes just wide. If those fans didn't exist, then the Premier League in its current form wouldn't exist because the Premier League relies on the broadcast from global fans because football is a global game. So let's say I'm American, yeah, and I've got my local team. I don't know who it is. Let's say Inter Miami are my local team, and MLS is fine. But I want to get involved in the Premier League because I've been told that the Premier League is. Oh right, I'm way behind you then, Ben. It must be like I said, it's just because I'm on the app, unfortunately. But there you go. What's saying? Yeah, exactly, James. It's not just for the English. Yeah. Because every single player who plays in the Premier League is an English player. It's like definitely not. Yes, totally glizzy. And that's what I'm saying. So yeah, let's say I'm into Miami, the main MLS team, but I want to get involved in the Premier League, and I'm watching the Premier League. And let's say, and I actually know this for a fact because I know some people. No, actually no. Let's switch it up to a real example because this is actually a thing that's happened. So because my family knows some Italian City fans. And the way that they became City fans was because they're Italian, they have their own Serie A team, whatever. But they like the Premier League. They want to get involved in the Premier League because they prefer watching the Premier League, to be honest. And they're like, oh, which team are we going to support? And they're watching it. And the match they're watching is the season that they're watching is the 11-12 season where City won the Premier League for the first time. And they're watching it's halftime, by the way, and they're watching the QPR game, and they're getting involved in all the action, all the emotion, and it's so dramatic. And they decided to support City based on that because they got really involved in the emotion of the thing, and they've been City fans ever since. And as long as they stick to City fans, and they will, and they have, then there's no problem with that for me. No worries, Ben, at all. Don't worry about it. So it really angers me, the whole. Like I say, it's really elite. It's a really elitist mentality. It's almost like if you weren't born right next to Goodison Park, then you're not allowed to be an Everton fan type thing. It's really annoying. I say like West Brom, I'd like Liverpool because they play better football. Yeah, and that's the thing. You want to be involved in success as well. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be involved in success because you want to watch good football. Maybe the reason why you support them is because you really like the football that they're playing. You'd be like, oh, City, City playing some really silky stuff. Oh, Arsenal, they play amazing football. Liverpool, I love the counter-attacking play. I'm going to support them because that's a really nice way of playing football. Like, that's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But some people do have an issue with it. And I don't understand it, really. Again, it's like these people who just, as we say, they think that you can't enjoy it unless, it's like you're not allowed to enjoy it. Because you're not involved in the club, in this club that we're talking about. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's my rant on that. To the game, it's half time now. It's 1-0 to Brighton. What's everyone's thoughts on the game so far? I'm just gonna have a look at some stats. Amazingly, Brighton have had more. Like this is so. Oh, Lewis, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, man. Let me know which bit you're on. Let me know which bit's funny if you don't mind. Yeah, exactly. That annoys me as well. Like, that really annoys me. That really fucking annoys me. And that's a really scary. That's a really different level of elitism because now you're getting into the socio-economic thing of it's like, oh, you're plastic if you can't go to the match. Right. Well, I can't afford to go to the football. I'm not speaking on my behalf, by the way. I'm talking, generally. Like, what if someone can't afford to go to the match? What if they need that money for bills, for food, for heating? Like, oh, you can't, annoys me. I do like scrambled eggs, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That's how revenue works, because you need to become a global club. Digging Soldier's bit. Lewis, I'm glad you like it. I do, I just realised we need to go blue because Brighton are winning. I do improvise all of that. I just put the camera on and I start recording, so I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, back to this game. Brighton have had more shots than the United. Lindelof has had a shocker. Greenwood hit the post early on, unlucky not to score. United are dominating possession, as we'd expect at Old Trafford, but Brighton have played some really good stuff. I'm amazed that their past success is only at 75%, to be honest. Yeah, Brighton do look really good. Where are most sponsors from in the world? Well, not from England, exactly. But I'm sure a lot of them are from places like China and Indonesia. You think of, the Emirates Stadium, the Etihad Stadium, Etihad Airways, Fly Emirates. Like, football's a global game, and there's nothing wrong with that. And as we've said, opinions on United having the best player of all time. Do you mean Harry Maguire? Is that who you mean? Are you talking about Maguire? Oh, guys, should I show you my eggs? I'm going to show you my eggs. Right, so I get, I'm not going to lie, I get spoiled at Easter by my parents. They like to get me a lot of chocolate. Well, and also, these aren't just for me as well. These are for me to share with my girlfriends. So my uncle came around today, as I've already discussed. Worst ground name. Oh, here we go. Sorry, before I show off my eggs. Talk about Phil Jones. Oh my God, Glissy. The Gurning Dream. Worst ground name. I hate. I don't know if it's called it anymore, but the Sports Direct Arena. When Newcastle when St James's Park got renamed to the Sports Direct Arena. Bet365. Stokes Ground. That is genuinely awful. Yeah, that's a good one. I understand that. Glizzy, don't worry about it. Never apologise for leaving. Enjoy the rest of your Easter, mate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a lovely day. You lucky man didn't get any chocolate. I'm sorry. But yeah, James. Basically, anything where an advertisement just doesn't flow off the tongue, because not all advertisements have to be a bad-sounding name. Like, for example, the Emirates, the Etihad. I think they work quite well. Like, I wouldn't I wouldn't even blink at like that name because it sort of works as like a name for a stadium. Obviously, I just prefer Main Road or prefer the City of Manchester Stadium rather than the Etihad. But it still works as a name. But yeah, like Sports Direct Arena, Bet365, they're grim. But yeah, so anyway, the eggs. So my uncle got us this. That's a Lindor. egg, as you can see there. Lovely, lovely. I got a lot of Thornton's because I like Thornton's a lot. Thornton's egg and some things there. This isn't egg related, but they got me this bee, and it's like a thermal thing, and you put it in your garden and it lights up, so that's really cute. That's really cute. This is probably my favourite, the bunny. Lindor bunny. I got some city bunnies from Hotel Chocolat. I got some Thorntons. I'm not gonna show this fully, but look at the size of this box. Look at that egg. That is mental. And then to finish it off, bunnies. But yeah, so that's hype. So I'm gonna be a fat boy. Right. Anyway, so young boys in York have the worst ground names. Oh, let me know what those names are. Thoughts on people wanting to cancel the 2022 World Cup. I'm genuinely disgusted that it's 2021 and we're only right now talking about cancelling it. You guys know, I think you guys were here for the really early streams when I read out my dissertation. I concluded my dissertation by saying that... I'm sorry, Necru. I ended my dissertation by saying, well, predicting that the Qatar World Cup wouldn't take place because there would be too much outrage. And at that point, a new FIFA president was coming in, and I was convinced that the new FIFA president was going to do a good job and cancel the Qatar World Cup because it's so unjustified. Literally thousands, I think we're talking tens of thousands, I think it's tens of thousands, it's at least thousands of people have died building the stadiums. Why is this allowed to happen? Why has this been allowed to happen? Why are we accommodating a Qatar World Cup? I mean, the answer is bribery. We all know why it's happening, but why is it being allowed to happen? It's disgusting, and it should have been... I mean, the Russia World Cup shouldn't have happened either, because that was bribery, and that was all issues as well. So I'm really annoyed that it's April 2021, and only now are people with a voice saying we shouldn't do the World Cup anymore, or we should, like... say the teams should come together, like Brazil, you know, all the big teams, you know, so you think of Brazil, England, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, Italy, Portugal, blah, 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 you know, Argentina should all come together and say, we aren't sending our players to your World Cup. And FIFA would shit themselves because who wants to watch a World Cup that doesn't have Haaland or Mbappe or Messi or Ronaldo? It wouldn't be a World Cup. That is the point. So they should have all banded together and gone, look, let's stand on this. Stand on this together. We've got the whole human rights thing going on. Let's say no. Let's basically go on strike and demand that you change the venue of the World Cup. And that's the only way it would happen. And now I think Norway, I can't remember, I don't know if Norway the nation or the Norway clubs have been protesting against it massively. But it's too late in the day. It's too late in the day to be growing a conscience. I've been banging on about this since the bid was first released back in, when was it, 2015, 2016, when it was first announced that Qatar were getting the World Cup. But there's no point in me saying anything because I've got no voice in the world of football. Like, it's irrelevant. We needed the people with a voice to say something, and they didn't. I don't understand why. Well, probably money. But it annoys me. York's the Kit Kat Crescent, that is shit. December 2000 with no food. Yeah, so I've talked about this before on stream, and this isn't a very nice topic now. But yeah, people, they go to the country, they get their passports taken off them, and they're not allowed to leave the country. They don't get paid how much they're promised. It's awful. It's a disgusting situation. World Cup should take place in Brazil again. Well, there was also issues with Brazil as well. It should have taken place in England. It should have taken place in, you know, Britain, England and Scotland. That's where it should have happened. Do you remember when, you know, David Beckham had the bid and everything, and they're all stood there, and Prince William and Beckham were going to get the World Cup, and obviously because of bribery, it went to Russia and it went to Qatar instead. And it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And England won't. Well, England aren't allowed. I mean, no. We already know who's hosting the next World Cup. It's USA and Canada and Mexico, isn't it? Now that's going to be an interesting World Cup. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do a road trip in America, because that's in another 5 years' time. So I'm hoping I've got enough money at that point to do like a road trip of those games. But then after then it should. I can't. This is where my fucking nationalism is coming into play. I can't believe that England, the country that literally founded modern football as we know it, has only hosted 1 World Cup and 1 Euros in the history of football. Like, what? What? I don't understand it. Mexico's hosted it. Mexico will have hosted it 3 times. 3 times, because they hosted it, like, in 86 they hosted it, then they hosted it in the 70s as well, or maybe it was the, I don't know when it was, but America hosted it in 94. Yeah, 94 they hosted it. America and Mexico will have hosted the World Cup more times than England. Huh? You have returned, Chris. What are your thoughts on the video, Chris? Let me know. Life, yeah, exactly. No sport should be deaf. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Night Crew. I can't believe that people are literally dying to build stadiums. And there's so many other reasons why they shouldn't be getting it. There was no footballing infrastructure, so they have to build everything from scratch. Makes 0 sense. The heat is not safe, therefore it has to take place in the winter, therefore cutting across club football. It all has to take place in one city, i.e. Doha, and therefore if there's a terrorist incident and according to the reports from the experts, that's potentially likely because of the heavy Al-Qaeda activity going on near there. If a terrorist incident happens, everyone floods into one area. That's a big no-no. So yeah, many reasons why it shouldn't have taken place there. But guess what? It's taken place there. Egg tutorial video is needed. Chris, we are going to be doing some Chef Nobbins stuff, but you have comments. Okay, good. Only excellent, not exquisite. Not exquisite, Chris. Only excellent. Tier list of Haribo next, please. Star Mix, Tang Fastics, and Super Mix. That's a good one. So does that mean you want the individual sweets or the actual... I'm guessing that must mean you want... Oh, Disaronno's being advertised. I love Disaronno so much, guys. I got 3 Pop Funkos, chocolate buttons, egg, big Galaxy bar. Oh, James, that's an excellent haul. The corrections on the egg building were hilarious. Individual sweets, now that makes sense, yeah. That is true though, isn't it? The gherkin, I typed in egg buildings and the gherkin came up. I was like, that's not an egg building though, is it? Who had the Scotch egg? Matty. Young boy's ground is wanked off. That's amazing. Fucking wanked off. That's amazing. Oh my god. Can't believe that's the name of the stadium. That is craziness. That is so funny. Yeah, of course he did. Fucking waste man. Absolute waste man that Matty is. And he binned it eventually. He binned it immediately because I forced him to bin it because I was like, you're not eating that on this coach. It stinks. Put it away. It's going in the bin. You're not having it. So their name's Adam Johnson's favourite things. Oh, for God's sake. Finally, Eggs Benedict are elite. You should have someone immediately. Yeah, well, when I looked, because I've heard of Eggs Benedict, obviously, and then I looked at what the ingredient, I was like, yo, what? That looks lit as hell. But I couldn't put it top, as I explained, because I've never had it before. So even though I'm sure it could easily go to the top, before I've tried it, I can't justify putting it at the top. Right, boys, the headphones are going on, and that means the second half's nearly kicking off. Players have come out. James, I love Marvel. In fact, you can't tell, but... So that's a Star Wars thing. That is a Lego Avengers thing. So there's a Lego Captain America, there's a Lego Iron Man, there's a Lego Hulk, and there's a Lego Spider-Man. It's a poached egg and more delicious. Marius and Viz, funniest I've seen in a while. Oh, thank you. By funniest vid in a while, do you mean funniest vid that you've seen from me in a while? Or funniest video generally that you've seen in a while? If it's the latter, I'm very happy. Have I watched The Falcon? I haven't, James, no. I haven't. I I do need to watch it. We're currently sort of going through the films, so I think the most recent one we watched is Black Panther. So we need to watch whatever's after that first. Oh, Lewis, thank you so much. That means that really does mean a lot to me. I do have similar videos like that going on. Like I've obviously got other tier list videos, but I've just got other hopefully general funny videos going on. So feel free to go through the back catalogue if you'd like. I want to follow up vid when you've had an Eggs Benedict. Yeah. Eggs Benedict mukbang coming in. Predictions on the... But James, I do need to watch that show. I think Chris has seen it. Chris, let me know if that show's good. Falcon Winter Soldier. Predictions on the second half. I think Brighton will dominate, possibly score another. I'm not going to say 3-1 because I did think United were going to score. I'm still going to say 2-1 to United. I still think they're going to do it, to be honest. But I could easily see it staying 1-0 or even 2-0 to Brighton, as you say. But yeah, Chris, maybe we could do an Eggs Benedict ASMR mukbang. Rashford running in the box. Brighton to be careful. Good defending. Two of my pop heads, Zimmer and Falco for the show. Oh, that's sick. But yeah, I absolutely love Marvel. My dad is mega into what's it? What am I saying? What am I saying? Mega into Marvel. He's been collecting the comics since he was like a child, and he's still collecting them now. And his collection is genuinely worth hundreds of thousands now. It's a bit ridiculous because the price has gone up so much. No worries, net crew. Enjoy whatever you're doing with your dad. The other one's the 1950s Batmobile. Yo, that's sick. United are more dominant in the second half usually. That doesn't surprise me at all. I'm sure that Ollie will have had some stern words. He'll have gone, yo, really, this isn't good enough. Jaffa, thank you for following. That's an excellent name. Jaffa Benjamin. I love it. That's a great name. If Brighton win this, they're basically secure. Oh, and Tia, thank you for following. Or Taya, how you pronounce that? Apologies. You hoping to get comics for your birthday? And Christmas, yeah. What comics do you collect, James? Is there like one character that you go for in particular, or do you just like general Marvel or general DC as well? I'm not sure. My dad, he gets everything, so he's got basically all of the number ones of like Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Spider-Man, etc. It's pretty insane how big his collection is. It's insured to his arse. Because it's incredibly valuable. Because the films really increase the value of the comic books. That's the thing. That is the thing. But yeah, second half, like I say, just first couple minutes. I really do see United actually getting a good opportunity to score in this half. At least one opportunity. Don't mind looking to get Marvel. One's favourite comics are Quicksilver and Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man is a classic. I think my dad's favourite is Fantastic Four. They were like the biggest one back in the day, apparently, in terms of Marvel. One of their most famous ones. But Iron Man. For me, my favourite film is Captain America. He's my favourite character. I love him so much. That scene in was it Endgame when he gets Thor's hammer, I nearly squeed in the cinema because I was so happy because I was like, oh, he is worthy. So hype. I love Captain America so much. He's my boy. Be interested to see if United do make any changes. Just gonna have a look at the bench. Van der Beek could come on, but not normally the player that comes on to make a difference. Really? There aren't too many options on the United bench. And Wambate, thank you for following, mate. Yeah, that was so sick. Yeah, I love that. I like I say, I went insane. Do you guys like my alerts, by the way, when someone follows? Woo! Oh god. Saying something, all the dust came back. Oh yeah, that was sick as well. Oh my god, yeah. I mean that there were so many hype moments in that fucking film. It was kind of wild. It was all building up to this, and it was so worth the wait. It was so good, I thought. Really liked that film. Really like that film. So Chris, I don't know if you're still there, but in terms of tier lists, should I be doing Haribo? Should I be doing Jedi Council next? Like, which one should be next? And Brighton are being very brave here, passing out from the back. Who's the best? Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. I personally, I mean, I'll always love the Tobey Maguire ones because they were really like the first. They were really the first Marvel, like proper Marvel films, weren't they? They obviously aren't part of the cinematic universe because it's different. It was a different era because I think it was in the 90s. Marvel were nearly going out of business, and they tried to sell off lots of the rights to Sony. Sony only wanted Spider-Man, a big mistake. No, they got Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and X-Men, I think, because they were the only ones they wanted. A big mistake from them. They should have got Iron Man and everyone else. Chris, how you doing, mate? Is this your first time joining us, Chris? Let me know. Jedi Council, you think? Yeah. So, but Spider-Man 3 was a shit film, wasn't it? Let's be real. I do like Tom Holland a lot. Brighton looked great, moves so fluid, different pressure block, completely nullifying main threats. Pace through a transition means nothing without him. I totally agree. I really like the way that Brighton play, Chris. I've always admired the way that Potter's played with Brighton, to be honest. Some people say it's naive. I think it's brave, and I really like it. And I think that if they just had a couple more... Imagine if they had like a couple more quality players or a really good striker. Like, imagine if Brighton had someone like a Danny Ings, just someone clinical who only needs like one chance to score. They'd be top table, I think. Rashford with the shots, Sanchez with the holds. But yeah, Chris Paul, the man with two names. Like I said, I think it's your first time joining us. Please let me know if I'm incorrect. But I'm pretty sure that's right. And Chris McDonald wants a Jedi Council one next. I'm sure we can do that, especially because I've recently watched all the prequels, and I'm watching A New Hope tonight with Holly. Holly's very excited. Got a new Star Wars film. I think they're shite, and I hate Rey. Well, here's the thing. I can also do I also want to do like a tier list of Star Wars films. I fucking hate the last two. They are shit. The Force Awakens is a very good film, but The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker can get in the bin. They can literally... The Last Jedi in particular is one of the worst films I've ever seen. You can get in the fucking bin. Obi-Wan Space Jesus. Excited to start Welbeck. He isn't bad, but wasteful. Good point. Totally agree, Chris. Who do you support, by the way, Chris? Let me know. Let me know who you support, whereabouts in the world you're from, and what's your shoe size. I like to ask that of all my new followers. I like to know what's going on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Don't know why that song's in my head. Lol. Best Star Wars film, it's Empire. It's Empire, it's Empire, it's Empire. Facts only. I only speak facts when it comes to Star Wars. You know, my footballing views might be what's it, but I don't care. Empire. Revenge of the Sith. Oh, I'm not sure about that. A New Hope for me is the second best. Revenge of the Sith is probably the best prequel as a film, but it's got... Revenge of the Sith, for me, has the worst 5 minutes of any prequel film. The worst 5 minutes, and then my mind will not be changed on that. And... there we go. Good to know, James. I think so, Chris. Yeah, I really think it is. Because I love... I mean, A New Hope is probably up there as well, but I just love the... I love the Hoth scene. And... What, you don't like A New Hope? Are you about to get in the bin, James? Oh, you're a Liverpool fan from India. Oh, sorry, are you from India, Chris, or do you just live in India? Maybe I could be convinced to say A New Hope is my favourite, because to be fair, it is missing a Death Star scene, and I do like the Death Star runs. So maybe I could be convinced by that A New Hope is my favourite, but either way, Empire's the best. Like I say, A New Hope is second best. Ah, you are from India. Nice to know, Chris. Interesting. Oh, wow, which one did you think I was talking about? cool. Bless, thank you for following. Oh, no. No, I do like Force Awakens, to be fair. I think that's a good film. I think you subscribed. Thank you so much, Chris Paul, for subscribing. United have a corner here. Back to the football. Good clearance. I do like A Force Awakens, though. I thought that was the only good... That was the only good sequel for me. And you hope wins it for me as it's the Titus, and damn, that trench run isn't real. Yeah, I do love the trench run. But do you still accept? Do you still believe that Empire is the best film? I think you're of that view, aren't you, Chris? And here's the thing as well. Talking about prequels, as you can tell, I love Star Wars. Speaking of prequels, The Phantom Menace is my favourite prequel. Right? However, I will accept that as a film, Revenge of the Sith is a better film. But it has the worst 5 minutes of any single prequel. It has the worst 5 minute sequence. I genuinely hate that bit. Empire's the best, but that's fair enough, Chris. I can rock with that. I can rock with that. Totally rock with that. Yeah, we'll do Jedi Council next. I want to do my briefcase wanker video next. Chris, to be honest, you're not missing out on too much. You might as well just leave it as that. There are some good moments, but honestly, Chris, you don't need to watch the other ones. You don't need to. What are your score? Oh, and Chris Paul, let me know your score predictions. I haven't had your score predictions yet. I still think it's going to be United 2-1. I still really do. Chris, I will watch Mandalorian. I will, I promise. I will. Number one's Empire 2, Revenge of the Sith. See, I'm amazed you got Revenge of the Sith that high up. Above A New Hope, or even above Force Awakens. United with a penalty? Yeah, I still think 2. I'm going to say 2-1 United now. I said 3-1 at the start, but I'm going to change it to 2-1. Here's my issue with Revenge of the Sith. I've alluded to it. I've said the worst 5 minutes ever. Please tell me how Anakin can go from just like normal, whatever, to, oh, I'll do anything you say. I'm going to kill all the children. What have I done? I'll do anything you say, master. Like, fuck off. That's the worst character development I've ever seen in the history of any franchise. Never mind just Star Wars. It went from 0 to 100 real quick, and it just totally took me out of the moment. Shaw with the cross, Sanchez with the claim, easy clap. Spoilers, Anakin goes rock bottom of my Jedi Council tier list. I'll tell you that right now. Right now. Oh, wow, you got Return of the Jedi above A New Hope. That's interesting. For me, that's the weakest of the original. Ewoks are a bit annoying. But I do like the start with Jabba. I do like the start with Jabba. Good ball in. Not quite. Yeah, I think Attack of the Clones is the worst prequel for me. we don't talk about the others. Right, Wan-Bissaka's in here. Can you get the cross in? Cleared away. There's so many Star Wars TV shows as well now that Disney have bought it. There's Mandalorian, there's Rebels, there's that Clone Wars. Although is there an old Clone Wars and a new Clone Wars? Because I feel like there used to be a Clone Wars on Cartoon Network. I don't know if there's like a brand new Clone Wars show that like picks up from it, or is an extension of it, or is a totally different show. I don't know. Manchester United have 30 minutes to save their day. They still have only had the same amount of shots as Brighton have. Totally agree, Chris. Totally agree. Empire is easily, for me, the best film. I can understand why A New Hope might be like Chris's favourite, and it could be my favourite as well. But I've always loved the Hoth bit in Empire. I love the AT-ATs. They're so cool. Oh, do you guys want to see? I can show you stuff. I've got a massive Lego Star Wars collection. Some of it's at my house I live at. Most of it's at home. But look at that. It's an AT-ST. Yeah. Look at him, and his head pops out. Boom. And there's a little man in there. You can't see it, but there's a man in there as well. And he goes, like that. That's the easily accessible one. I've also got a TIE Interceptor, an X-Wing Hoth Speeder there. Bye, Chris. Oh, good goalkeeping by Sanchez. Palpatine gave Anakin nightmares about Padme Dang, so he would do anything to save her. Nah, James, I don't buy that at all. Don't buy it one bit. No chance. He doesn't. There's no way he goes from being normal to, oh, I'm going to chop off me. And that's the thing. The Emperor clearly blatantly lied to him because he was like, I'm weak, I can't hold it, blah, blah, blah. He was clearly the aggressor. And then oh, suddenly I've got all my power again. Blah! And then he goes, what have I done? And then he goes, oh, I'll do whatever you say, Master. And I'll just kill all the children. And I'll kill Obi-Wan even though he's been my best mate forever. It's like, it's bollocks. It's the worst character arc I've ever seen in a film. He didn't. Even in Attack of the Clones, where was the evil? Oh no, he killed the Sand People that killed his mum. That's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. I was like, yeah, kill the Sand People, because they just killed your mum and they're basically animals anyway. So, he needed to be older in Phantom Menace. There needs to be more darkness added on, and half of Revenge of the Sith should have been him as Darth Vader. Do I play Football Manager? I don't, Chris. I've never played it, to be honest. I feel like it would be a game I'd basically lose my life in. It feels like one of those games, to be honest. And I'm scared of that. So I've never played it before. The closest I've ever got is playing FIFA Career Mode. So now I've never played it. But I've seen other people play it. It does look like a good game. But again, it looks like a game where you could just spend all day on it. The Jedi Council betrayed him. No, they did. When did they betray him? When did the Jedi Council betray him? Yeah, exactly. Chris, I don't... Here's Rashford! And he scored a goal. Really good goal by United. On the break. And Bruno's holding his foot. But it was a really good finish by Marcus Rashford. Lovely ball by Fernandes. He's now complaining about something. I'm not sure what. He got the assist. He shouldn't be complaining. Let's have another look at this. Ball comes in. Cavani with the win. Fernandes in the middle. Rashford made the run. Fernandes waited. Fernandes well onside. Really good first time finish. It could have been a penalty to United, actually. Oh no, it was just outside the box. Fernandes was fouled on the outside of the box. And it's a really good finish. He wraps his body around it. Good finish. United are back in this game. Sanchez can't save that. That's GG's. Yeah, net crew they did. But yeah, James, when did the Jedi Council betray him? Nah, again, Anakin is a little brat. He's the youngest Jedi to ever be put on the council, and he's pissy that he's not been made a master. That really angers me. Like, you're not a child. Right, McAllister's is coming on for Trossard. Lewis, less of that. I mean, I don't really have any opinions on Ray, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, here we go. It's all to play for now. All to play for. I still think the 2-1 or even 3-1 is going to happen. I'm excited. I've never seen it. I've never seen it because it hasn't been released. I think it's going to depend how they do it. I think it could be really good. It could be really interesting. I hope it is. I really hope it is. But yeah, let's talk about that goal. What a strike that was from Rashford. First time, lovely ball by Fernandes. Finally, a bit of quality from United in the attacking phase. Brighton give it away in midfield though. United can come forward with it. Pogba with the switch. Wan-Bissaka running down the wing. Cavani's available. Good ball in. Greenwood took it early. Couldn't quite get it on target. You think it's gonna be 2-1 as well, net crew. Totally agree. You can just tell when a team. Oh, we need to go purple. We need to go purple because now neither team's winning. You could just tell when a team's going to win. Oh, James, I haven't watched The Mandalorian. I haven't watched it yet. Please don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Interesting to see that United's attacks primarily come down this left-hand side. That's the Shaw and Rashford combo working its magic. I will watch it, James. Don't worry, I will. That's the next series to watch. I just need to... I keep saying whenever we... Like to my girlfriend, oh, should we start Mandalorian? And she's always putting it off, so we will watch it at some point. Don't we? We're currently, like I said, we're currently watching all the Star Wars films together, so she'll be in a Star Wars mood, and I'm sure I can get to watch Mandalorian. Oh, it's kicking off here between Fernandez and Ben White. And Ben White, by the way, he's a really tidy player. I've got a feeling that he's going to go somewhere like Liverpool this transfer window. 2 is better than 1. Good to know. Good to know. So we've got 20. United have 25 minutes. So you see 25 minutes for one more goal. Incredibly likely. Brighton are going to be much more on the back foot now. And it's basically, now it's just sort of like all red. The passes are a lot better in the second half. The link-up play's been a lot better. Nearly nice play between Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. Pogba has to foul him, he doesn't, but Fred does cover it. That was good tracking back by Fred, fair play. How about spoilers? I don't watch the news. I don't know how I've avoided it, but there you go. Greenwood wants a shot. He's not going to get it. Wan-Bissaka to Pogba. Wan-Bissaka again. Now with Fernandes. Pogba again. Lindelof. The Brighton defence is just being besieged here. Cross comes in from Wan-Bissaka. Good cross as well. Good defending. Brighton have to be careful here. They give it to Pogba on the edge of the box. And it's a offside maybe. Oh. Haven't watched that either. Haven't watched it yet, James. Again, I've got so many things I need to watch. But it's so hard to watch all these shows, but also stream, make YouTube videos, make TikToks, and do my full-time job. It's really hard. United just Crystal Palace with pace and quality. It's a hot take from Chris. Lovely finish by Rashford. Really good finish. But again, I will watch One Division. I'll watch everything eventually. It's just about having the time. Godzilla. I've never seen a Godzilla film. I've never seen a King Kong film. I'm aware of, like, what was it, the Peter Jackson one, which is like 5 hours long or something mental. I'm aware of the existence of that one, but I haven't actually watched it because I mean it's too long, isn't it? Let's be real. I think we watched 1 hour of it in geography in like school one time or college one time. Don't know when it was. Here we go. Brighton on the attack. They're in the United box. Good defending. Oh, is it a recent film? Oh, they just keep making those films, don't they? They got a lovely tackle by Ben White. Yeah, they love doing Godzilla and Kong films. Toe, thank you for liking. My voice is really hurting, guys. Oh no, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's just like I understand the premise. I know what King Kong is. Everyone knows the story of King Kong. And again, I sort of understand the premise of Godzilla. It's just two big things attacking each other, isn't it? 4.5 out of 5, James says. That's a good rating. Fred with a shot. Deflected over for Sanchez. How do commentators do their job? I've been talking for only like an hour and a half, and my voice is like dying. Goodness me. Don't worry about those noises, guys. I'm just stretching. CGI is amazing. Good take by Sanchez. Good take. Oh, is it? Oh, didn't even know. In my head, it was just like one-on-one. Maybe I'm thinking of the older films. Oh, here we go. Potential switches on for Brighton. Here's Morpay. He's got Welbeck in support. Can he find him? He can. Oh my gosh. We are talking inches. That was inches from Welbeck getting on the end of it, or the ball just going in the back of the net anyway. No, it's not a penalty. Don't think that's a penalty. Really good switch. Really good switch. Morpay, great ball. Welbeck just couldn't get on it. Maguire did just enough. I don't think that's a penalty. Yeah, totally agree. I love the way that Brighton play. Going to VAR. No. Yeah, it's not a penalty. There we go. For a second, I thought maybe he caught his leg, but he didn't. And Maguire had to be careful there, though. Goodness me. It didn't in the end, Chris. But yeah, Chris, what would you rate that King Kong film out of 5? Fernandes switches, but that just goes to show that that definitely wasn't a penalty. Hi Ben again, how you doing, my guy? United have scored, as we can see. Lovely shot by Rashford. Brighton nearly scored at the other end, though. Goodness me. Oh, yeah, definitely wasn't a penalty. Yeah, it nearly went in, though. Goodness me. Welbeck was inches away from putting that in and getting on the end of that. But yeah, I thought for a split second maybe when Maguire caught him, but he clearly didn't. And Maguire has committed a foul there, though, on Morpay. Here we go. There's still time for either side, honestly. There's still time for either side to get the win. Sure, United will obviously want to be going for the win more than Brighton. But Brighton have played some really good football. I think they're going to be annoyed. Oh, Rashford's coming off a Sorry, not Reece James. Daniel James. Thank you, Dennis, for liking the stream, mate. Good to see you. As Dan James comes on. That's a very interesting thing. And this is what I was going to say. I kept forgetting it. We are going to be streaming the Champions League games on Tuesday and Wednesday as well, guys, if you want to join us. So on Tuesday we're obviously streaming which ones are the most exciting games. So obviously we'll be streaming the City Dortmund game. I'm a City fan, obviously. And on Wednesday we're obviously streaming the PSG Bayern Munich game. So do feel free to join us for that if you can make it. If you can't or don't want to join, don't worry about it. United Granada, James, probably not, to be honest. I don't really do the Europa League. I probably will. I'll do the Europa League final. I'll definitely do the Europa League final. But until then, probably not, to be honest. And let's be real, United are going to win that one easily anyway. But that's going to be like 5-0 each leg, 10-0 on aggregate. Some bullshit. Excuse me. That was outrageous. Imagine. I'd love it to happen. It won't happen though. It won't happen, but I'd love it if it did. The league is the only one really that's definitely gonna happen. Watch it not happen now, but really it should, because I think they need like 3-4 wins at the most to win the whole thing. And that's at the most. As we know, United could drop points in between then. I mean, they're currently dropping 2 points right now. Get Ahmad. You want Ahmad on, Lewis? Granada knocked out Napoli. It's a fair point. But what position are they in La Liga? I know it's not just the league table, but it does help. Here we go. What position are Granada? I mean, they're in 9th place in La Liga. Really, they should be winning that. I wonder who's going to win La Liga. Can Atletico do it until the end? I sort of hope so. It's a bit boring when it's only Real and Madrid. Real and Barcelona. It's their debut in this competition? Absolutely. Well, they'll obviously be up for it, but I just think United will be too much for them. commented saying McTominay's been a key player for United. I'm not sure if I'd agree, but fair play. Fair play. But yeah, Lewis wants Amad Diallo on. I don't know if a change needs to happen, to be honest. United just to be careful for the break. Pogba with the cross in. Cavani can't get on that. But Wan-Bissaka can. Lindelof, Maguire. Surging forwards. Good play by Maguire here. Switches it nicely to Wan-Bissaka. And he stayed up, Maguire. Opportunity for the cross. I think Wan-Bissaka should have crossed that. Lindelof's going to cross it instead. Searching for Dan James, but not quite. Welbeck has the opportunity to clear. He does so. Gets punted. Ninth place. Yeah, they should have it. They absolutely should have it. Obviously, anything can happen in knockout competition, as we know. But realistically, they have to be winning that, don't they? They have to be winning that. In what way, James? Tell me how. I mean, I think you're right. I feel like I do remember lots of... There was this one guy who said, Liverpool's atmosphere is so good. Really bad goalkeeping by Sanchez. Is that a goal? Just over the top. Turfer, thank you for following. Goodness me. United nearly scoring by some horrendous. Sanchez, really bad take by him. Palmed it straight back into Dan James. And yet Greenwood just over. Oh yeah, James, I know, it's so annoying. It's just like... it's funny up until a point. It's like, we get it. It's a funny joke. I mean, it's not a funny joke, but... It's like, come on, guys. Can you think of something better? But yeah, absolutely close from Greenwood. You think Porto could beat Chelsea? Hey, Porto beat Juventus and Chelsea lost to West Brom. Anything can happen. It's going to be exciting. But let's be real, the better game on that day is PSG versus Bayern Munich. And that is the game I'll be choosing to watch on the Wednesday. Work permitting anyway. I've had to work some crazy, not nice hours in the recent weeks, but hopefully we can not do that. That would be lovely, please, work. Okay, thanks. Okay, 13 minutes. Pogba thought it was his throw-in. He's not a happy man. What are your thoughts on Pogba's hair? I'm not a fan. Don't like it. Oh my god, Soldado plays for Granada. I had no idea. Donny's coming on, that's interesting. Wonder who he's coming on for. Good interception from Basuma, I think that is. Pascal Gross gives it away. Fernandez, bad pass by him. Pogba looks like a hedgehog, I totally agree. So Van der Beek is coming on, yeah, looks like it, yeah. I like that United training kit. I like the sort of like camouflage that's going on. Do feel free, guys, to get involved in the debate of the day, by the way. You'll see it underneath my beautiful face. When will Manchester United next win the Premier League? It's an interesting one, isn't it? So obviously finished second. In theory, they could make some really interesting signings. 2030. I mean, I laugh, but I think it totally depends. Like, that's not totally outlandish. To be fair, yeah, I think it really depends on what the transfer policy is like, and it also depends on what happens with the teams around them. Sorry, just being asked if I want anything to eat tonight, because we had a big roast dinner tonight. Probably won't win it within the next 5 years. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a really interesting one. Really interesting one. It has been poor. But I mean, there have been some shining stars, like Fernandes, for example. But yeah, for me, it totally depends on what sort of transfer window they go for. If they go out and they don't mess around, Fernandes with a shot, Sanchez claims. If they do that and they get someone like, you know, someone like Fernandinho, Ndidi, Fabinho, and another good centre half, then they could definitely challenge. Hussein, thank you for following. The academy looks great. It's always good to see. You always want to see good prospects. It's a lot of fails. Oh no, yeah, you're right. But it just goes to show that there is at least one success in there. Is the thing. And there are obviously other successes as well, but that's the key. That's the one you think of, isn't it? When you think of United's successful signings in recent years. Who knows? Who knows? Like Diallo, for example, might come into his own. You never know. Right. Oh, Cavani's coming off for Van der Beek. What number is Van der Beek? Is he 14? 34, sorry. I have no idea. Oh, I guess Greenwood's going to be going striker? Are we going to have like this sort of situation? Maybe? Do we think? Like Van der Beek maybe being punted onto a wing? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm just asking for a garlic bread. There we go. James, what are these things that you're doing on YouTube? Let's have a look. Because I can't see what you're typing properly. Let's have a look at what you're doing. Cute little emojis, they're sweet. I'm just ordering a garlic bread. Yeah, just getting 2 small pieces of garlic breads. Luke Shaw with the ball. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Danger for Brighton. Fernandes with the cross. Pogba flips it, and there's Greenwood. And it is in the back of the net. Really, really harsh for Brighton, I think. Oh no, Ben, I didn't see your comment. Don't worry about it. United go 2-1 up. Pogba, you got to be so annoyed if you're a Brighton fan, because Pogba absolutely scuffed that shot into the ground, and Greenwood was just there, like a good striker should, like a good striker should, is able to put it into the back of the net. But Brighton, I think a loss is really harsh. Here comes a shot, just absolutely gets it wrong. Hits it into the ground. Greenwood's able to pick up the pieces. That's got to be so frustrating for Brighton. Obviously, United won't give a fuck. All they want is a win. Maybe Ben White could have done better on the line. Let's have a look. Nah, that's always going in. And United are 2-1 up. And like I say, I feel quite sorry for Brighton. I feel like they will feel hard done by. Oh, Pogba's coming off for McTominay, I think. Saka who? McTominay. There we go. It makes sense to make that change. But yeah, there we go. I mean, United have been much better in this second half. They've had 12 shots in the second half, I think. Obviously, they've got the 2 goals. Paul Saka. But yeah, if I'm a Brighton fan, I think I'd be so gutted and upset, because I'd feel like the team deserved maybe to get a point out of the game. But who cares? because United are winning 2-1. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And that's what we predicted, boys. We predicted 2-1 or 3-1. Get me into gambling. No, don't. And now Brighton are going to want to come out a bit more. Ben White with the overlap. Can he get in behind Luke Shaw? He potentially can. Good defending by Luke Shaw, wins the foul. Good defending there. And United just need to hold on for 5 more minutes. And this basically... Camera goes to Sir Alex. God's sake, James. How many times? So I think this basically just 100% confirms United to get in top 4. Surely there's no way that they drop 11 points from this point on. It's not impossible, but it's basically not going to happen, let's be honest. Number 6 now, for God's sake. Brighton make another change. I'm not going to lie, guys, I can't be bothered to change my tactical layout because I don't think it matters. Because I think that Brighton have basically won this one. Lost this one, sorry, and United have won this one. 4 minutes, anything could happen, but you never do know. DT fell for it. Of course he did. God's sake. Brighton, are they making a double change? Potentially? They are. Brighton make a double change, but I can't be bothered to change the layout. Lol. Lol. Right, so 3 minutes for anything to happen in this game. Haven't seen the Robbie from AFTV Sammy and Nasri thing. No, what's this? What's this, James? I've no idea what that is. Does he? I don't think he likes Sammy Nasri because he's an Arsenal fan, isn't he? But why? What's the whole thing with Nasri? Let me know, James. Let me know. It comes in. What's she saying? Ooh. What are you guys doing for the rest of your evening after this game? Obviously, you'll be celebrating, assuming that United stay winning. I'm going to be watching a film. I'm going to be watching Star Wars: A New Hope. Very excited. Love that film. But yeah, let me know, James. What is this Sammy Nasri thing that you mentioned? Let me know. Johan Bash. I don't like Johan Bash because him and Walker had an incident in the FA Cup semi-final, I think. I think it was a FA Cup semi-final anyway. Oh, yellow carded Greenwood. That's what you get for kicking the ball away. Mere mention of his name gets me mad. Sammy Nasri and starts punching thin air. Oh, right, yeah, that really cringe clip. Yeah, I've seen that. Again, it's so... I don't want to generalise, but a lot of Arsenal fans are really cringy. Like, get over it. He didn't want to do nothing at your club and he wanted to win a Premier League. Boo-hoo, get over it. Fabregas wanted to win stuff. Van Persie wanted to win stuff. Clichy wanted to win stuff. You can't have a go because they actually went on and they won stuff. Van Persie won a Premier League. Nasri won 2 Premier Leagues. Clichy won 2 Premier Leagues. Fabregas won La Liga titles and Premier Leagues. No. I hate that. I hate that, man. Right. Brighton have a free kick. Here it comes. Kick comes in. Henderson didn't know whether to come or not. Chance for Brighton, cleared away by Wan-Bissaka. Good defending by him. I'm sure I didn't dare you to do it. I'm sure I didn't. do. Flashing lights. McTominay's apparently committed a foul, has he? No, it's a foul on United players. I have no idea what just happened there. To be honest, just 3 minutes left. There's 4 minutes added time, 3 minutes left to play. Looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward finale for this game. Brighton weren't really able to offer anything more after going 2-1 down. Shame for them, obviously. I think really the big moment was the one where like it was inches away from going in. Had Welbeck just got anything on it, that was the key moment. Didn't go in. United were able to come back and win the game, and they would deservedly win this game. Even though I don't think a draw wouldn't have been unfair. But if either team had to win, I'd say United should win. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. Oh, Wan-Bissaka with an errant clearance. Is there one more opportunity in this game? Brighton are getting it up. Maguire wins his header. Brighton play it backwards. If they're going to do something, it has to be now. Good ball in though. Brighton on the attack. Johan Bash plays it. Cross comes in. Good defending by Luke Shaw. It goes for a corner. Corner for Brighton. Pascal Gross stood over it. And the goalkeeper is up for Brighton. Comes in. Poor. Easily cleared. Don't take the shot there. Good. Pascal Gross again puts another cross in. United clear again. Greenwood punts it away. And it's offside anyway. And that should be GG no re. That should be games. GG's all round, I would have thought. Welbeck's not happy with something. Or Lewis Dunk's not happy with something. Who'd win a fight, Lewis Dunk or Harry Maguire? I feel like it's definitely Lewis Dunk. No, yeah, Lewis Dunk would twat him. Dunk's not happy with something. I don't know what. There we go. There's only 20 seconds left. Surely that's going to be GG. You backing Harry, do you reckon? Big slabhead. We just headbutt him, wouldn't he, actually, to be fair? You just headbutt him and deck him. Well, if Brighton are going to do something, they have to punt it up now. I mean, United actually nearly won the ball there. Brighton are dealing that you need to punt it. Well, I don't understand why you play it back to the keeper. You need to punt it. It's your only chance. Good win by Lindelof. Referee's going to blow his whistle anytime now. Anytime now. One last throw of the dice. If Red clears it. If Dan James gets a foul, he doesn't. And that's it. That is game, guys. It finishes 2-1 to Manchester United. Very good game, very exciting game. Brighton were excellent in the first half, I must say. United obviously came back. Obviously came back. I think they're deserved winners. If I was a Brighton fan, I'd be a bit disappointed about not getting a point, because they did play really well for the opening 45 minutes. But that isn't how it works. If you don't take all of your chances against a side like United, you are going to get punished. And that's exactly what happened. So that means that basically United have confirmed their top 4 position. It was already unofficially confirmed, but I think this basically 100% confirms it. Obviously, it doesn't mathematically, but you know what I mean. Bruno was excellent. That little bit of quality was the difference at the end of the day. Lindelof is still a massive liability, and he's not good enough for me. I thought it was a good starting lineup in terms of having Pogba and Fred instead of McTominay and Fred. And even Van der Beek got a bit of minutes as well, so good for him. But what's the word? It looks good for Brighton long term, I think. If they as long as they don't slip too far down, I think they'll be fine. I love the way they play football. And yeah, it's all good. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been brilliant having so many of you, especially right at the start when everyone was here. That was brilliant. I don't think we've ever had that many people in at once, that was really exciting for everyone getting involved. Everyone getting involved in the chat and everyone giving their thoughts, etc. It's been brilliant. I would normally post a TikTok video and go TikTok live now. However, it's Easter Sunday. I'm going to go watch a film. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I always enjoy. Look at my square head. It looks even squarer when my headphones are off. Goodness me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. It's basically just listening to me rattle on for about 2 hours, which is I don't understand how anyone can enjoy that. But there you go. We will be streaming tomorrow, but we won't be streaming football because there isn't. Probably won't be, even though there are matches, I probably won't be streaming football. I'll probably be streaming Monster Hunter World. So if you want to join us for an actual game, feel free to join us for that. But we will be streaming the Champions League on Tuesday, the Champions League on Wednesday. That's exciting. But yeah, guys, eat, skeet, delete. LNobbins is out. Bye.